All right, today we're going to show you another Okamoto. This is a 618, or what they call the 450 DX. A couple of things about this machine. This is a 3-axis automatic. Does conventional surface grinding plus plunge grinding or slot grinding. Has a Heidenhain digital readout mounted on a machine for the cross slide, and it also has a fine feed dial for your cross feed if you're actually grinding something small and by hand that you need to go up against the shoulder. You could use that for a more accurate control. The vertical down feed is controlled by a hand pulse generator, a manual pulse generator, and you have number one, this machine is metric, so you need to know that. I'm going to start up the hydraulics, start up the grinding wheel. And so we have over here rapid movement up and down, and this can be zeroed, and then we have the largest division would be 0.01 millimeters, and then your intermediate feed that you could work this hand wheel by would be 0.001 millimeter, and then the finest would be 0.0001 of a millimeter. So like the inch machine, this is very fine. These cannot be converted over to inch. It's a different screw for the column and for the cross slide. Also, the machine is wired for 400 volts or 380 volts. So you want to be aware of that too. That issue is easily solved with a very small transformer. Okay, so we've got this nice light up here, which I just can't figure out how to move it around, so I don't want to break it. So we're going to show you how the machine works. Right now I'm going to start the table up. Get the table going back and forth. We're sitting on wooden blocks here, so it's a little rocky. I'm going to slow it down. So you can have a program like this. I have the values already put in on these controls here. So what's going on here is your emergency stop, your hydraulics, your spindle, and your coolant, and then your table start and stop. When you want to start the table, you start this up. The actual speed of the table is controlled with the lever underneath. So you've got your magnet. You can turn your magnet on and turn your magnet off, set the amount of magnetism or the variable hold, and it also does the demag. And these controls down here, this one here is spark out passes, number of spark out passes. The one above it is your mode selection. This is whether you're in the rapid up and down mode, or in the manual pulse generator mode, or in the edit mode, or what they call here the stock removal. Well, in stock removal, I'll put a value in here. Unfortunately, I'm not too keen on metrics, so I don't know, but we put 0.4 in there. And when I turn this from stock removal to the automatic position, we're going to start to feed 0.02, which is what I've got set for my coarse feed. And then they offer a point where you want to change from the coarse feed to the fine feed. Well, now we've switched into the finer feed, I believe. Well, actually right here. And then we go to 0, and it does a number of spark out passes and parks. Now that's the end of the cycle. The next part you put on here, you have to, touch it off again, measure what it is, go into your edit or stock removal mode, and actually put whatever amount of material it is that you need to take off. The reason why this is moving is this is on a swiveling arm here, in case you're wondering. The next thing would be the traverse mode. So again, we put a value in here. Let's make it quick. Start the table up. And as long as I have this pulled out and this set to the right position, our cross slide starts to move. So here on the top you can see that my cross slide is moving. So now I'm going to flip this into the automatic mode. And each time the saddle reverse positions, we're going to feed down according to what I have set for my coarse feed value. And when I get to the changeover point, it's going to switch to whatever I have set for the fine feed. And if you don't want to use the fine feed, you just set it to 0 and the changeover point to 0, and you can just feed all the way down to 0, with the 1 feed rate. Up here you select how fast this is moving and the steps are, the amount of the step. And the top switch allows you to switch from actual continuous in and out, so that you would zigzag across the chuck, or this stepping motion that it's making. And it can step on and move in on both sides. Step one side, move in, step the next, move in, or it can skip one. So it will go there, back, move in, there, back, move in. That's what this top switch is for. And it's labeled here, it shows you that. All right, so that's pretty much it. It's a nice machine, it's quiet. Down here we have the coolant tank. Comes with a couple of extra hubs, plus the hub that's on it, so that's 4 hubs. The leveling pads, a nice little diamond, a wheel puller here, and the wrenches to take it off. So there you go. This is the 450DX Okamoto 3-axis surface grinder. Thank you very much.